Hey, what's happening, folks? I guess we are live. Good evening. Hey, Polly. How you doing, baby? First in the door. It's happening, drastic one. Let people start coming in here as they get their notifications. Hey, Hillary. How you doing? Yep, another night. Another night here in uptown Charlotte. Massive group of people here tonight. They started off down at the government center area, and they've been marching through the city for about the past half hour, 45 minutes, as I've made my way into town here. Just before I left to come down here, there was an extremely large group. Oh, I didn't shut my notifications off. Alright, so there was a large gathering down at Marshall Park. It was estimated that there were thousands in attendance. It was a huge crowd. And then I heard there was a second protest that was forming, a second group that was forming to meet up with the other larger group. This group that I'm with right now doesn't look like the size of group that was down at the park. It seems maybe a little bit smaller. So maybe this is like, maybe they've branched off and there's two different ones. I'm not sure right now. But there's a good amount of people here. Those of you just coming in. Ryan in North Carolina. Here in Charlotte. At least 300 people here in this group. 86 degrees right now out here. It's a nice evening. I'm wearing shorts tonight. Crossing the light rail tracks here at the Spectrum Center, where the Hornets play basketball. We're heading in the direction of the government center. Probably do a couple tours around the city tonight. I got my gel inserts in my shoes and ready to put on some miles with these folks. Work my way up to the front of the group here. Still got the bike squad ahead of the group, controlling the intersections around.
Everybody go!
As they roll on out to the next intersection to secure it as the group keeps on rolling past the Spectrum Center here. Hey Dags, good to see you in here tonight. This march here started when the Charlotte City Council was in closed-door sessions voting on the city budget, which included, I believe, either funding or defunding the police department on their chemical crowd control munitions, something like that. So I think that's what's gotten the attention of all these people to come out tonight. It's a much larger group tonight than it was the past few nights. The group that was down at the park was probably the biggest group that's been here since about Tuesday. Pretty good sized crowd here. Got the smell of sage burning pretty strong out here. I mean, you can smell it pretty much wherever you are in the group. Nice strong smell of sage. Got the Charlotte Bike Patrol following the group behind, and a couple of cruisers around the area. Lots of protection from the normal bike crew here. Pretty cool guys. One thing that is different about this march here tonight is that we don't have the presence of Officer Koch here. He's been walking each night, each day, every day with the group. Yesterday there was an incident where backup had to be called for him because some protesters had surrounded him and things got a little bit frisky. And then again today another incident happened with him when he was with the group. One of the protesters actually shoved him in the chest, and he ended up tackling that protester down to the ground and wrestling. And then a bunch of other protesters kind of jumped on top, joining in, whether they were trying to help the protester or help the officer or what. I don't know. I couldn't tell. You can watch the video yourself. There's video coverage of it. There were a couple people here that got it. But so he's not walking with the protest tonight. So that it seems to be a little bit more police surrounding the group. But everything's cool right now.
My people on my left, standing here to the right. Full filter, full filter, full filter, full street, full street, full piece of state, 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 full piece of state.
So we got a pretty good sized group of people here. Moving along North Davidson Street through a residential area of Charlotte, one of the only others than the 4th Ward. I can't remember what ward this is called, but this is another historical ward here in Charlotte. Beautiful townhouses throughout here. Condominiums, apartments. There's a school around here. Working our way through some residential areas, see if we can rattle some residents out, see what the hell is going on out here. They might not be aware if they're stuck in their homes.
Just lock it back up with your fellow buddies. We're doing good. Bike crew got us being safe right here tonight. We're gonna keep letting these people know if we don't.
It is warm out here. It's 82 degrees, but boy is it humid. I'm sweating. Back into that scent of sage burning.
Y'all look good.
What's happening, everybody? I want to thank y'all for coming in tonight. Looks like we've got some more people filing in here. Appreciate y'all for checking in. Right in North Carolina, reporting from the streets of Charlotte. We got a heck of a crowd here tonight, marching through the streets. We're on North Davidson Street right now, working our way through a residential area. I had the pleasure of having W7 down here the other night with me. I'm Mike Robertson. Mr. Florio, running around the streets of Charlotte with his group. I think I saw him up on D-Live. He may have this running right now. If you guys are tuning in on D-Live, I want to thank y'all. Appreciate you, Babu. So this looks like the normal protest group that's been rolling through the city here lately. Earlier there was a huge amount of people down at Marshall Park. It was a NAACP associated protest, and I saw a lot of signs there for that one very large yellow and black sign that was leading the group. I don't see that here, so I'm starting to think that this is a separate group than that one. Crossing 11th Street on North Davidson, now we got the bike patrol rolling. Got quite a bit of Charlotte-Mecklenburg PD rolling alongside with the group tonight. Got them one block up each street as we roll through, and they're also trailing behind the protest group. We don't have Officer Koch walking with us tonight like we have been. There were a couple altercations yesterday and today between him and some of the protesters. Today getting pretty physical, where he actually tackled one of the protesters to the ground, wrestling him, while a bunch of other protesters jumped on top. There was one person here, I know for certain, that was live streaming because I've seen the video of it. We are standing on the bridge to go over 277 right now.
Hey, this is our street anyway, so we're going to shut it down right here for a second, okay? We're going to shut it down right here for a second. This is our street. Hey, I don't know if y'all know.
Any bikers back here? Can bikers come this way?
There's been certain things out here.
Any bikers down here? Can bikers come this way?
All right, the reason why.
Any bikers down there? Can you guys come this way? Appreciate it.
Multiple choppers in the air tonight. Police, news crews. Nice little photo op here. You gotta pardon me while I blast a few off.
The same street that Jonathan Ferrell done. That's why it's the same name. That's why we're comparing you. That's why playing football. He did everything right. He went to school. He got a great grade. He got an education. He did everything that he was supposed to. His car broke down. He got an accident, whatever. And he went to a door. And he said, man, oh my God, please help. The police showed up and shot. That's why it's so important. No, we demilitarized the police. That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important. That not one more person. Why? It's a spectrum in between. That's why. It's so important. It's always so important. It's always not gonna touch you.
They're not gonna get away with what we gotta do. If I gotta step in, I'm gonna step in. If I gotta stop them, I'm gonna stop them. That's what I'm here to do, and I'm gonna do.
Y'all heard what my man said? Y'all heard what he said? My people in Charlotte, y'all ready? Y'all come down this way, we got y'all. We gonna feed y'all. We gonna supply y'all with some water, because the citizens look out for the citizens. Who keeps us safe? 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 We ready. We ready. We ready.
great spot for some shots, I'll tell you. Beautiful with the street light right above for the perfect lighting. You had the city in the backdrop. That was fantastic. They know how to do it. Look at this group moving across the bridge of 277 here, north towards Noda. So, I'm not quite sure why they're leaving the intersection as the people come in. Maybe they're just figuring people won't run them over. We got a green hat legal observer rolling with the front of the group here. Second time I've seen them here. We've got Keep Charlotte Boring here.
What's up, man?
Keep it boring. That's where you can actually find the video of the incident today. That's the gentleman Keep Charlotte Boring. His name is Justin. Probably seen him on a few of the streams down. He's been out here every night. Check out his stream at Keep Charlotte Boring to see what went down here today with the protesters and Officer Koch. Moving past the Charlotte Transit yard where they keep the city buses and whatnot. A lot of hunks coming out of there, supporting the group as they march past. Got WCCB Digital rolling at the front of the group. Also have a train rolling through in front of the group. So that will put a stop to this protest progress for a few moments. Alright, so we're holding up here as this train passes by. They can be long here sometimes in Charlotte. At least it's not full of military coming into town, right? As far as I know, the National Guard came into uptown Charlotte and hasn't left because I haven't heard anything about them leaving, so they could still be stationed up in the convention center. I don't know. Oh, we're dark down here for taking pictures. Why can't I get that?
Waiting on the train.
And that sounds like the end of the train.
All straight. All straight. All straight. All straight. All straight.
So we're heading up into this area of Charlotte called Noda, like Noda, North Davidson. It's a pretty trendy little area with some awesome little restaurants and bars and bakeries, nightclubs, all kinds of stuff up here. It's turning into a residential area. They've been doing a lot of revamping of this area up here, and so there's a lot of new construction. But there are a lot of residences up here, and just we're rolling through, making some voices heard here. It's Keep Charlotte Boring on Facebook is where you would find that. Coming out of her car with a sign in support.
Show her love, show her love.
Look at that, alright. That.
Yeah!
Coming on out of their car in support of the protest coming by.
Trump's gotta go! Trump's gotta go!
Estimate on crowd size, you're asking? 400 people, probably, would be my guess. I don't know. I'm not really good at crowd counting. So but by like tens, you know, 100, 2, 3. It's got to be 400 people here strong. Plus you got all, you know, 50, 75 guys on bikes and skateboards rolling in front and behind. And then you got people joining here and there. Like this one here, I think she might have just rolled out of the neighborhood. I don't know. Good sized group though.
To march with us. That's why the chant is going on.
If you don't get no peace.
You're welcome. How we doing? Stream looking good? Audio, video good tonight? Not sure who is carrying the stream on top of my Ryan and NC YouTube channel. Sometimes we've got Dabu7 mirroring on DLive. Got people out there throwing it up on Twitch. Got a car up here delivering goods. Lots of water being handed out now. It is hot out here. Not so much hot as it's humid. So it's a water break station, which is awesome. I bring my own. I bring Gatorade and milk just in case things get hairy and I gotta put it in my eyeballs. But it's hot as heck out here tonight. I'm glad I wore shorts. I've been wearing my camo pants each night. I sure as hell am glad I'm not one of those tonight. I'd be dying.
Get hydrated.
I get you on a bottle of water, get you on a bottle of water.
Give me a second here and I can look at the chat, see what's happening.
Got waters if you need it.
Hey, Deidre, Brenda, Polly, Buried Axe Blade, AE, Queen City Cop Watch, Matt Daughtry, AE. Thought I saw Mr. Anderson in here. Polly, I could be. We've got George saying hi to everyone. Jax is in the house. Well, thank you everyone for coming in tonight. This is Ryan in North Carolina out here on the streets of Charlotte once again, covering the protests.
I'm not ready for this water to come off that damn it.
I think I got some great shots here earlier up on that bridge. That was such a fantastic spot. The lighting was perfect all the way around. I'm taking pictures with my Nikon P900 while I'm live streaming from my phone. And yeah, bro.
Appreciate it.
So I'm live streaming from my new phone, which is a yeah, man, which is a V50, and it takes one hell of an amazing picture, way better than my P900.
Alright, everybody got their water. Let's get this long.
So I've been trying to deal with the my P900 doesn't shoot very well in low level lighting with motion in it, so a lot of the pictures come out blurry. So I got to be real still when I'm shooting these pictures out here with this lighting. And I got a couple really good ones up on that bridge. I'm psyched. I can't wait to see them when I get home.
Front line started, y'all. The front line. I hope y'all thank that man over there and his people for giving y'all some water. Knowing that we carry the community. Let's get this front line back started, y'all.
So I'm gonna run over here and give kudos to this dude who just came out from the community with his car with all kinds of stuff for folks. You live here in the community?
Huh? Yes, sir. I live in Mecklenburg. I'm in Mecklenburg County. I live off Statesville Road, and I'm with an organization called Halo Now. But Christy Puckett Williams made this possible. I reached out to her. I said, if you guys have some funds, I'll go get some water and some snacks. And she hit me up on my Cash App, and that's what I'm doing because I can't march. I've got a busted hip. So
I've read about you. I read about you on Twitter. Okay, and so it happened. She made it happen. Good deal. Right on. So,
man, I don't say something unless I make it happen.
Christy Puckett Williams, right. And you can find her on Facebook too. She's one of the large organizers of the protests here. So with her help, this gentleman who is unable to come out and march because of a disability was able to come out and help bring some water and snacks and whatnot. Right on. Love wins. Got the medics out here rolling with the group.
It's always good to see people come out and support. I've seen a lot of people that support me in life come out, and I thank y'all. Keep it going.
So I think they're getting ready to keep rolling, and I'm going to get up on ahead of them real quick before I get squeezed out of the group. I'd rather be in front of them right now instead of having to keep catching up to them. Keep my energy. Justin, is your injury from Tuesday night? No. No?
My injury is from somebody's face.
Oh, from this past week or so? Or?
Yeah, from 2 nights ago.
From 2 nights ago?
Yeah.
Well, hope you heal up fast, buddy.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Dude, doing a good job out here, man. That's Justin there with Charlotte Nerve. He's been out here pretty much daily with the protest. It's a local newspaper magazine, I would call it. Ooh, damn. Working our way north into Noda. Still got that chopper flying above us. People coming out onto their front steps, checking out what's happening in the neighborhood. Medic, calling for a medic. So I'm not going to run up and see what kind of medical is needed because I'm going to respect the privacy of whoever is injured, but we'll go up and see what's happening. It's really hot, humid out here, so I wouldn't doubt if somebody was just getting exhausted.
I think y'all black though.
Make a hole. Make a hole. Make a hole. Make a hole. Coming through. Make a hole.
We're almost there, y'all. We're going to keep marching. We're going. Our destination is to go through the neighborhood of Noda and show these people we mean business. One thing I want to say to the people that's out there putting out the positive media, like Queen City Nerds, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you.
Yeah, I did. So, yeah, definitely.
You don't want to die.
United will never be divided. The people 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 united will never be divided.
Beautiful dog.
That's a beautiful dog.
Right? Right? Beautiful.
Hard to
Hey baby, will you do me a favor and will you check and see if there's another group roaming around Charlotte? Appreciate it.
All our voices are heard. We want to change the community, y'all. We want to change the community, y'all. We want to change the community, Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We need our community to be changed. No longer, y'all, we don't want the
So this is the first time we've come up to an intersection where the police are blocking. I don't know if they're not going to let the protest go forward from here or what. A couple motorcycle cops up here. Nope, they're rolling off. Moving through Noda here, quite a bit of wall art on the buildings here. This one just got revamped the other day. Before it was just Baby Yoda. So there's another group on Parkwood and Davidson, I'm being told. I figured there was another one. Parkwood. Let me think.
Justice! Then you don't get no peace. Then you don't get no peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No races. No peace. No races. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No races. No peace. No God. No KKK. No racist USA. No Trump. 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 No KKK. No racist USA. No KKK. No racist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No racist USA.
I'm not exactly sure what the hell is going on here.
Say her name!
out for a reason to make sure that everybody stick together, y'all. That's why we keep it divine. Let's get the line back together, y'all.
I need to get myself one of those nice, tall selfie sticks.
Y'all see the line? I like y'all. Thank y'all for putting on your day. This is our day, you know, you make change, but I like that. Hold on, y'all. Y'all hold on right quick. Y'all hold on right quick. Mic check. Check out. Mic check. If it don't come from right here, don't run. If it don't come from right here, this front line, do not run. If you're not a part of the meeting, I need everybody to back honest and help. Because people up there giving directions and people start running, that's how chaos starts. We will not have chaos. I'm not about that. Do everybody understand? If you cannot, I'm talking to everybody. I need everybody on the sidelines back here, please. If you're not a part of the meeting, if you cannot follow that directive, simple, get out, remove yourself. I'm not attaching myself to no negativity. We've been doing good since Wednesday. We had hiccups last night and earlier today. And I'm trying to be peaceful now and going to be peaceful now. Y'all, let's do this thing the right way. Y'all heard my voice in the since last Wednesday. So y'all know. If it don't come from right here, do something mud. We'll just have somebody come up here and I asked all the people right now. Who are we doing this for? Who are we doing this for? Who are we doing this for? That's hard. Mic check. Hey, down to the bug squad here. How's everybody feet doing? All right, just let you know, we got secured roads all the way up. Stay together, work together. Bug squad's got you all the way. We're pushing it back. We got all the way to the bridge secured right now, and CMPD hates us for it. Stay together. Listen to everybody in the front. With leadership, we can get through this. We're up front leading you guys, and he's right here leading you. This man's been doing for every night since we've been out of the bike squad. We got a peaceful night. Stop it. That's just keeping us riding. It's keeping y'all safe. So you don't have to walk up on a bunch of cops and feel bad. That's our job. Let us do it. We got wheels too. And they closed down our bar, so we're pissed about that. Who street? Who street? Our street! Who street? Our street! Who street? Our street! I know it. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what, come on, folks. Is this what democracy looks like? Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. I know y'all for that, man. That's what we supposed to do, y'all. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks
Well, from the information I'm getting on the other group, I'm wondering if these two groups are going to be converging at some point. I can't tell exactly where the other group is. Exactly.
down the hill.
We don't want that no more. That's why we keep marching every day. We don't want cheap Putney no more. So we tell them, Putney's gotta go. 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 Putney's gotta go.
So for those of you who aren't aware, they're chanting Putney's gotta go. That is the chief of police here in Charlotte, Kerr Putney. Chief Kerr Putney. So if that name doesn't make any sense to y'all, it's a local name here in Charlotte.
Yes, sir! Thank you, sir. Come on, Marcus.
Lay on that horn, brother.
Right. March with us, make a change, make a change. Y'all that clocked in, march with us, make a change. Justice!
Local bar here called the Degenerate. Folks coming out.
Y'all, it's nighttime. We are keeping it peaceful. So they're getting their peace. But we don't get no justice, they ain't gonna get no sleep. You hear me? If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
No way. I know y'all did not keep instructions. This is the shit. Oh, it's big. Okay, straight in. Straight. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. No racist. Police. No racist. Police. What do we want? Justice. Where do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. What do we want?
You see any of my buddies from Gang in here, Paulie? Hanging out in the chat? I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Rocking and rolling in Charlotte again, marching through the streets of Noda. Ryan and NC, live, showing you what's happening with our protests. 86 degrees out here still. This is the Noda, part of Charlotte, Noda, the famous Noda Brewing Company. Got a pretty good sized group of protesters leading the group up ahead, probably about 75 people to 100 ahead of me. And then another good 300 people back here, split up by about 100 yards. Not sure why they've got such a gap going on right now, but they're all making noise out here. Yeah, you guys are welcome for the stream. You know, that's like, try to get out here and be the eyes for all y'all that can't get out here and see it for yourselves. So, apartment building here where people are out on their balconies. I can hear them chanting up there too, going along with the crowd of protesters. Find a spot over here. So we got some cars rolling up behind the group here. I'm not sure if they're here support cars or just traffic. Got a couple bikes rolling in the rear. I can't imagine, man, that's got to be pretty hard riding a bike. Oh, you've got it down, I was going to say. You must be dying with that gas mask on.
No, it's not on right now.
Right on. Thanks for being out here, man. So they still got Charlotte PD shadowing the group. Got a group of PD up ahead of us. The red light, got that intersection blocked off ahead of the bicycle crew that's rolling up towards it right now.
And then the next night I came out, and I keep listening to Dana. Right, that's my deal.
Then you don't get no peace. Then you don't get no peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. Police. Police.
Beautiful dog. Beautiful.
Lots of water. There's actually people out here that really don't care about the community and really has been breaking stuff out, making sure y'all stay hydrated. Y'all get them people a high five. Y'all get y'all beautiful selves a high five. Y'all gotta get knowledge of this, y'all.
Passing by Amelie's French Bakery, one of my favorite spots in all of the Queen City. They are the most amazing French bakery, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Not sure if they're open right now. I don't see anybody in there. Nobody coming out.
I say his name. I want y'all to say Keith Lamont Scott. Say his name. Keith Lamont Scott. Say his name. Keith Lamont Scott. Say his name. Keith Lamont Scott. Ahmad Aubrey. Say his name. 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 Ahmad Aubrey. Trayvon Martin. Say his name. Trayvon Martin. Say his name. Trayvon Martin. Say her name. Sandra Glenn. 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 Say her name.
Big intersection here. North Davidson at Jordan. We've got the Super Bike Patrol killing it on all corners here. I think the group is going to come in and take a little break here, get some water.
Yeah, I got you. What happened? What happened?
Free lawyers and bailout numbers right here. Free lawyers and bailout numbers. Take your pictures. Take your pictures. Send them to everyone you know. You can never be too careful.
Bailout numbers. Come take pictures.
You can never be too careful.
Wherever you need to send it to. Free lawyers and free bailout numbers. Please take the pictures. Send it to whoever you need to send it to.
Free lawyers and free bail. You saw the numbers. I'm sure some of you out there are sharing this wide. Who knows, maybe somebody will need that number tonight. Awesome size group here, still rolling through Noda.
I'll say Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. If you're not a part of the media, I need everyone that's not a part of the media.
These three pickups are trying to make them out further. I think they've already got an idea of where they're going in mind, and the cops are just shadowing them. So I don't think the cops are really forcing them in any direction. The guys on bikes here are shooting up ahead and taking over whatever intersection comes up, and then if they're going straight, we're going straight. If we're turning, we're turning. The police, if they're at the intersection when the bike police show up, they normally hang out until the protest group nears, and then they'll take off up into the next intersection and hang out, which they've already done here. So the cops are pretty much just leaving them alone. Again, it's just like traffic control, minimizing the amount of cars that can access the immediate blocks that the protests are marching on. I'm reading some tweets that are coming through in my notifications that are saying that some of the local news crews are hanging out outside of the city hall waiting for an announcement maybe on their vote today, and that they're aware of this group that's protesting through Noda. So I wonder if there's any type of communication between, I'm sure people here will freak out one way or the other when the decision on the vote is heard. Cheers of joy or cheers of frustration.
We got that bill passed today. That's what y'all want to see. I guarantee I'm going to get it passed, y'all. I guarantee we're going to get it passed, y'all. We're going to get it passed. We're going to keep doing it as one. As one. Because we're promoting peace, love, and unity. So, come out here. We're not trying to promote no violence. I don't like gun violence. I don't like police violence. I don't like violence at all. 25%. I like violence. 25%. All right, y'all. We're going to keep this going. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. No Trump. One more time. Na, 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 na.
Some of these intersections make for great photographs. They've got streetlights all around, and some of them I can get the city in the background. Just massive group of protesters. Really awesome photo opportunities out here. I appreciate everybody coming in and joining me tonight. Live streaming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. We're currently in the Noda neighborhood, protesting our way through the city's residential areas. I want to thank everybody for checking in on my YouTube channel, Ryan and NC. Everybody out there tuning in on Twitch, folks on D-Live.
Record everything you see, so you can know and understand. Ain't nothing wrong going on out here, my brother. It's all peace, love, and unity. Please keep recording. Please keep recording. I love when y'all record. Please keep recording. If you're not going to get that negative, we love you.
Folks up on the bridge recording the group as it goes underneath. I believe this is some type of on-ramp, off-ramp to maybe Independence Boulevard that we'll walk underneath. Looks like somebody's blowing bubbles. Now that would be cool. If somebody was walking in the group blowing bubbles the whole time, that would be really cool. So the chant seems to change to "We love you, we see you," and there's folks coming out of their houses in support or out of the local restaurants or bars.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
North Carolina
Taking pictures while walking and two-handing cameras is multitasking in my book. It's really hard for me to walk in groups like this because I have such a big stride. I don't want to step on everybody's feet. I don't like walking slow. I'm a fast walker. I think some of the guys learned that the other night. I think I'm Mike Robertson gave me a new nickname, Rabbit in NC. I'll stick with Ryan in NC. Amazing crowd out here. Got folks coming out of their houses. As the chant changes to "We love you, we see you," you can always tell there's going to be somebody hanging outside of a front door or out on a porch. Again, we're in the Noda neighborhood of Charlotte. We're pretty far outside of the Center City area now. We've left the 277 belt loop walking north. At some point here, I'm imagining we'll turn back around and head towards the city because we have made quite a distance out of Center City. You can see the high rises in the distance there.
When I say his name, you say Harold Easter. Say his name. 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 Harold Easter. Who are we? Youth of the nation. What do we want? Justice. Who are we? Youth of the nation. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Now. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Now. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice,
Big old congregation out here. All of a sudden walking up. Ooh, there's pizza. I think I just saw a piece of pizza about as big as my face. I'd like to know where that's coming from. Hello. Good Lord, where's the pizza coming from? Where's the pizza coming from? I was gonna say, I don't smell pizza cooking. Somebody's handing out pizza somewhere. I want to get myself a damn pizza because I'm starving. Holy cow, look at that. These folks handing out the pizza here.
So you guys are providing
Yeah, we brought the pizza and the water.
Awesome. And
Who
why do
brought
you
the
think it's
pizza?
important to be out here?
Well, I mean,
These guys.
Noda, this is a wonderful community, and we just want, we're welcoming everyone to our community, and Black Lives Matter here. I can't, not everybody gets a warm welcome in every community in this town. We've seen today things like, down in Valentine where they're painting over rocks, and when we heard, Justin LaFrance is one of my good friends, and Queen City Nerve, yeah. So I've been marching with him a couple nights, and went down today, and I heard I was downtown after the NAACP march, and I heard you're coming to Noda, and I was just like, fuck, we're gonna welcome people to Noda. That's it, because it's that's what Noda's supposed to be all about. This is our arts and entertainment community. We have folks, entertainment and just wonderful folks that come down here all the time. This is the most inclusive community in the city of Charlotte, and we're going to keep it that way.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
All right, you
Right
guys
on.
heard that
Good deal.
Jason Baker.
So that's Jason Baker there speaking, and we're here at Benny's Tattoo. Canvastattoo.com.
Don't do that. Please don't.
We did do that with our candy.
This is the spot we're at that's handing out the food. So if you're ever in Charlotte and feel like getting a tattoo, swing on by this place maybe and check out what they can do for you. Everybody lined up here. Big old line to get a piece of pizza.
Cheetos.
Very much recommend getting to know him. Hey guys, so I'm assuming Canvas is providing. Yes. I just wanted to know.
I gotta change out a battery in my camera here, so hold on, I might get a little squirrely for a minute. Okay. I think I'm gonna get a drink out while I'm at it.
You ever hear about the guy that no, I
How you doing? Finally get into one of these here. Thank you very much. Let's get myself a piece of pizza here.
Y'all make sure y'all get y'all some food. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all some water. Make sure y'all hydrated and y'all eat. Please stay hydrated and eat, because myself, I even feeling I'm about to pass out. So please stay hydrated and eat. Please stay hydrated and eat. Please stay hydrated and eat.
Good pizza. Yummy. I've heard of the place that this pizza comes from. It's another one of these
I just waited all
Noda
that time to let him
establishments
tell you that you
that's
can't
open
do it.
24 hours a day. And you can go in there and get yourself a massive slice of pizza for a couple bucks. I think it's called Benny's.
I know. Alright, let's go.
So they even got a couple porta potties here for the folks to use if they need to. So that was it for the pizza. That got wiped out pretty quick. Very orderly. I'd like to see that many people get served at a high school lunch that orderly.
I had a trunk, a cooler in my trunk.
Good pizza, good crust. Really, really good crust. That bubbly kind of doughy, yeasty crust. I love it. Now, if we could just get an ice cream truck to roll into Noda, that'd be legit right there. Get myself a push pop choco taco. Nice group here tonight. Another mellow, orderly, peaceful protest. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full, but this is good pizza and I'm not throwing the crust away. You can see it's a good sized crowd of people. Not a lot of masks tonight, which is nice. I'm not wearing mine. No sense in it. I'm not getting tear gassed, so don't need a mask. I can tell you one thing. I don't think a single person here has social distancing on their mind, let alone a virus. Seems to be a thing of memories past. I think there's more masks out here just to cover faces for cameras than medical concerns. I hope y'all can't hear me chewing my pizza crust. That'd be pretty rude. No worse than my crackers that I've been eating while you've been listening to me live stream.
Right here in the cup, nobody can read.
Well, that was a nice little pit stop right there. Got some pizza. Got a little rest. Got a drink in me. You ordered pizza too, huh? Cool, good. Well, I'll definitely still be hungry when I get home. I was thinking of just throwing those lamb chops on the grill, but if you got pizza, that's cool. Lamb and artichokes. Boy, I got some muscles that are sore that I didn't know I had. Oh, yeah. Okay.
We gotta keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Once again, thank you to Canvas Tattoo. Thank you to Canvas Tattoo. Y'all know what to do.
Canvas Tattoo, killing it with the pizza tonight.
Unlike the chief of police, they support your community. Unlike the mayor, they support your community. Unlike Councilman Tyree, these people care about the community. More of that in our community.
Yeah, we do, Queen City Complex. We got a long walk ahead of us. Way up in here in Noda, north of Center City. Nice little part of town. Great nightlife up in here. If you're ever in Charlotte, you can come out and bar hop, hit some restaurants, whatever. Nice little area of Charlotte. But yeah, we're probably a couple miles out of uptown. It was a good 20-30 minute walk we made up here, so we got another 20-30 minute walk back into town.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It means so much to me. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, welcome to Noda.
Tractor trailers will come down here, turn right here, and usually go eat at Brooksburg. You said the AMW? AWM. All wheels matter. All wheels matter. Starting the group.
Well, I can see a couple blocks ahead, different Charlotte-Mecklenburg police cruisers blocking the intersection. Not quite sure which way we'll be rolling from here. Right now we're at the corner of Davidson and 33rd. If that gives you any perspective as to how far we are out of uptown. We're typically walking around on 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. So we're up here on 33rd. Protests have been marching through more residential areas of Charlotte, trying to get the attention of the residences. A couple different altercations between the protesters and Officer Koch, who is typically walking with the group nightly. One happened yesterday where the bike police were called in, as well as the riot police. A couple people got pepper sprayed in the face. Some crowd dispersal munitions were used. A couple people got arrested. then later today, another incident happened when Officer Koch was walking with the group. Actually, I don't think they were walking yet. They're getting ready to walk.
Anybody got trash?
Anyways, altercation occurred, and one of the protesters pushed him in the chest. He immediately tackled that protester down to the ground and started wrestling with him, and then a bunch of other protesters came, jumped on top. It was an old-fashioned throwdown on the ground going on. Couldn't tell if they were trying to pull the officer off the protester, pull the protester off the officer, or what, but it was a good little scuffle going on. And nothing came about that. Nobody was arrested, none of the riot police were called in, nothing. He just kind of handled it on himself with the rest of the protesters. But he's not walking with the group tonight. I know that they've been live streaming on the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department Facebook page nightly, walking with the group. I'm not sure if they're out here tonight. Lots of media here tonight. Lots of major media and independent media, locals, magazine, newspaper type, journalists,
Hand sanitizer. I got hand
folks like me,
sanitizer.
street reporters. Don't really consider myself a reporter, more just a videographer
I got masks.
out here documenting what's going on in the Queen City.
Hey, did the bikers over here get
Really consider myself more of a photographer, but when time comes to get the video camera rolling, I love documenting what's going on. I plan on doing the RNC if it comes here to Charlotte, which chances are it's probably going to be moving out of here now. But if I possibly head up to DC and do the inauguration as well with some friends, Underground World News Crew, W7, I'm Mike Robertson, Be Rich. Bunch of those guys usually go cover those kind of things. Here I'm down for it. I enjoy getting to be the eyes and the ears for people who can't be at certain places that want to be.
And when you do freelance media, you for the people. You do everything for the people. So shout out to Whitney, you know what I'm saying? He out here. And we're gonna watch the neighborhood theater because while he was on live, they said, if y'all coming to Noda, stop by us. We gonna show y'all some love. You feel me? Just like Kevin's tattoo was like, yo, we gonna show y'all some love. And it was just a great honor meeting you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the cause. Thank you for supporting the cause. I told y'all this is deeper than color, y'all. It's deeper than color. It's deeper than color. Peace, love, and unity. 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 So now that I'm not hungry no more, my people, are y'all ready? If we don't get
Shine, shine, shine.
you don't get no peace.
Shine, shine, shine.
No peace.
Shine, shine, shine.
What's up, medic? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here. Lone Star Medic, longtime friend of mine online. Good to see you, bud.
Something happened to you while you're all the way in the front. We can't have it on video, and we can't have evidence to show that you was wrongly done. So please stay in the back. There's a reason why we say that. We're trying to keep everybody safe. We're trying to keep everybody safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us 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 safe. Those streets. Our streets. 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 The people united will never be divided. 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 The people united will never be divided.
A lot of restaurants and bars through this area. A lot of them have reopened lately. Definitely not like it normally is around here. On a typical Friday or Saturday night, this part of town would be hopping. A lot of people coming out here. All kinds of folks coming out here tonight.
Yeah, tell Cass to say hey.
Trying to get a good spot here.
We see you. We love you. We see you. We love you. We see you. We love you. We see you. We
What? People united will never be divided. What? People united will never be divided. What? People united will never be divided. What? People united will never be divided.
Lady almost got ran over.
Thank you. I saw right down to the next tree right here where people are. That's another residence for us. After having to go swinging around and come back, we're all going to walk towards back uptown. So all you got to go home safe. Get home. So keep that come out in the court. I thank you. I love you. We need more of this, more unity, more togetherness. That's not just unity, man. They telling y'all they don't want to keep this by the same time over and over and over again. All they say is violence and nothing. We're all with people, y'all. We're all with people. We the people, for the people, and by the people. We gotta help people stay. We gotta educate our future leaders of this country. Because without us, I guarantee you, y'all can be all you want, but without us, ain't gonna be another America. We just need to build the American dream, which is the life of prosperity and freedom. That's all it's supposed to be. Y'all gotta know what to do. Y'all gotta really do.
Yep, you're good.
I think I am going to leave it up there as soon as I get done. Like
now showing at the neighborhood theater. FU COVID-19. I'll take 2 tickets, please.
I love y'all. Mommy. Is y'all ready?
Alright, so we marched up the street about 50 feet and stopped again. Not quite sure why. We seem to be stopping at some fairly photo-worthy intersections, I would say.
I was making sure. Did I get you? Hey, did I get your information for that group?
How are you? So long. I saw you. How are you? Good.
Hey, Paulie, you want to check and see on that other group's location for me? See what they're up to, maybe? Baby? Yeah, if I can find that other group, I'll go meet up with the other group. That was a NAACP sponsored protest that this group I thought was going to meet up with and join forces, but apparently I don't think that's the case. OBL in the house, right on, buddy. Much love. Nice to see you in here. If y'all don't know who OBL is, OBL Music is a local musician. Puts out some pretty cool tracks. Did one about Cherry Berry, our local, I don't know what she is, Secretary of Labor or something like that. You see her picture in every single elevator in the state. They did a funny song about her, Cherry Berry. That's OBL. This here is the neighborhood theater in Noda. We currently have traffic blocked going up this street here. Nobody seems to care. I just love the feature movie right now. I just can't get over it. I love it. F you, COVID-19. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Ah, I see. We've got a snack table, water.
Get you something. You need some water?
Whatnot. So I'm good. I brought my own. Thank you. Thank you. Bring a pack full.
All right.
Very nice of you to be out here helping everybody out there, buddy.
What
local business owner or something?
Here's some apples. They're good.
What businesses are represented out here?
Oh, we got
Skylark Social Club.
We got Theater. We got Sanctuary. We got...
A lot of the local businesses here representing, bringing out donations and snacks and drinks. Thank you all for coming out with everything tonight. As always, we got the trash man here on his roller skates nightly. Guy's got mad skills on these things. Rolling around, handing out water to everybody, picking up trash, keeping the city clean. What's your name, man? What's your name?
My name is Johnny.
All right, Johnny.
Yeah, they call me Trash Man Johnny.
Trash Man Johnny, rolling around the streets, killing it on those roller skates. I tell you, I would have broke my neck about 100 times already.
Unless you want a Coke.
Yes, the ups and downs of life, being in, she's in every elevator in this state. Right on, bro. It's really just 8 minutes of straight spitting. It is. It's a good song, man. Shout out to Evening News. The Blinding White. Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
I want to thank the beautiful people
Siri
here so
Arts,
much.
Deidre.
For showing your community that you care. We thank you. Thank you. Thank
Single A, double A.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vanilla something. My chat's moving here. Right on. I want to say hi to some folks in here real quick while I got a chance to look at the chat. I appreciate everybody coming in. Ryan and NC. Trying to show y'all out there on YouTube what's happening in Charlotte. Everybody out there on Twitch. Got a couple messages. We got quite a bit of people watching on Twitch. A couple thousand out there. I think we got some folks on D-Live streaming this. Want to thank everybody for putting the word out on what's happening here in Charlotte. I was watching Seattle and Portland last night. Quite the different scene, I would say.
Yo, we're gonna swing to the right.
Waiting to see from Polly if she's got any word on the other group. These guys are looking like they're getting ready to march again.
So y'all see this man right here? This is a pastor. Today happened to be his birthday. And he took his day to come celebrate to come march with us, y'all.
Happy birthday.
Pastor Sadler. On the count through, let's sing happy birthday to 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Pastor Sadler. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. See, that man said he don't want to be nowhere on his birthday, but out here showing peace, love, unity, and respect. Peace, love, unity, and respect. Let's go. Alright, y'all ready to go? We're gonna swing to the right, and we're gonna go. To my people in Noda, we are youth of the United, and the youth of Charlotte just want y'all to listen to us. And put an end to all of this, it takes everybody. We need everybody to go out and vote. November 3rd, go out and vote. Don't just vote. Educate yourself about who you're voting for. Know who you're voting for and what they've done for this country and what they've done for their citizens. All right, y'all. Y'all, come on. Who are we? What do we want? Who are we? What do we want? Where do we want it? Where do we want? Where do we want it? What do we want? Where do we want it? Now. You don't get no peace. You don't get no peace. No peace. No peace.
Clearing out of the neighborhood theater area of Noda, heading back south in the direction of Uptown. Doesn't seem to be quite as big of a group that I started marching with. I think probably people got their bellies filled after walking a few miles out of town, and some people have broken off. We're going to head back in the direction of Uptown. You're welcome, Jessica. Thanks for tuning in. appreciate everybody tuning in, seeing what's happening here in Charlotte. Ryan and NC up here in Noda. I've been out here almost every night of the protests. I've been taking off.
Never be divided.
Okay. And one of the leaders of the organization here, messing around with Joe Bruno and his cameraman. This part of town, even the dumpsters get painted around here. But I've been taking a lot of pictures during the protests here. Haven't really had a chance to post any yet, other than a few on Twitter. I primarily post my photography on Instagram. You can check out my Instagram, Ryan and NC, and see some of my photography work I've been doing during these protests. Try to get some in the next few days up on there.
Mario, move this cloud.
If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, police. No justice, police. Hands up. Don't shoot. 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 Hands up. Don't shoot.
I was told that the crowd needs to move to the right. Move to the right because there's a bus right here trying to get through. So just everybody just move to the right. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Please watch out for these cars.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
So we got people coming up the road, and we're directing everyone onto the other side of the road so these vehicles can get through here. Buses and whatnot coming. Got people trying to do some crowd control by yelling at them up there. This guy looks like an executioner.
us safe. We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? 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 We keep us safe. Rural streets. Our streets. Rural streets. Our streets. Rural streets. Our streets. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No racism. No racism.
Elderly gentleman. I could see his mask moving and hear him chanting along with the protesters as they're approaching him. Just barely, I could hear him chanting out underneath his mask. Got the city bus here on standby with some passengers in it as the protest goes through. These guys are saying, "Fuck it, I want to get home." I don't know what that was. Maybe lightning, but the sky just flashed.
Hey, what's happening?
So they're all yelling to stay alert. I think there's a large presence of police on bikes and motorcycles up here. Look, it looks like off to the right side. I don't know. It might be decorative lighting.
Dodge, I need this to be tightened up. There's some bunch right here trying to get past. I want nobody getting hit.
Making room for this city bus to get through here. Not to hold up the traffic anymore. That's pretty cool. No, that's not police, that's decorative lights. There are still a couple choppers flying over us. Probably police and One News. So let's see, where are we here? We're at 33rd and Davidson again. 33rd and Davidson. Working our way back into the city here. With lots of breaks.
Yeah, let's take over those streets here.
Taking the whole street. Keep my front line all the way back out.
All the way back out. Let's get it together.
Whole street. I need my front line. Lock up right over here. If you're not in the front line, get behind. All right, let's rock. Oh, let's let this one car go.
We're holding the line.
Yeah, we let the car come.
Watch out, y'all.
You guys, they're not going to make it anywhere. They're not going to make it anywhere at all. There's literally nowhere for them to go. Good luck, you guys.
All right, let's go. Lock up.
How ready to go?
There is a large police presence now. There's about 30 officers on bikes directly behind the protest group, followed by a large group of motorcycle police. And up ahead there's more, about the same. So we got a lot of police around us now. We've been pretty much free of the presence of Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department tonight. other than around the area of 277. But for some reason right now there's a large group of officers behind the group and in front of the group. I don't see anything up the side streets.
I got a question for y'all, right? Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Y'all, show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
But listen, the Pikers.
Stop. It's this way.
They told us we were going through the neighborhood.
But why are we going in the dark?
So we got the Amazon boys here. That's interesting.
Oh, there's.
What the fuck is going on here? So there's fire department in the rear as well. There's a fire truck at the back. There's a lot of police. The fucking Amazon boys are here. Something weird.
Let's go! Come on, stop it, go! This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. That's it.
got a bunch of guys on bikes following the group here. Then motorcycle officers behind them. A couple cruisers strolling along behind the group here, moving our way back into Uptown. We got half as many guys on bikes behind the protest as there is protesters.
Gonna make some noise. Gonna make some noise for him. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. We see you. We love you. We see you.
In front of Brooks Brothers Burgers here in Charlotte, famous burger joint, where one of the owners was shot and killed during a robbery in the past year. Horrible circumstance.
Whoever's in front, hold off for a bit, get some space. Hold up! Hold up! Hold up!
There's almost more of you guys than there are them tonight. Seriously, almost as many of them as there are protesters tonight. Got the light rail coming up here past the protesters. That's pretty cool looking. I tell you, if I still have my skateboard skills, I'd be out here on a skateboard. Broke my wrist in 6 different places a few years ago skateboarding with my son on the half pipe. So yeah, I'm all done skateboarding now, to say the least. Yeah, we're moving away from the residential area now. We still have one small residential area to move through once we get into the uptown area inside the 277 belt loop. But yeah, we're moving out of Noda now. This is more of a they're renovating a lot of these old warehouses into apartments and businesses and whatnot. A lot of renovation going on in this area. Ever since they put this light rail in through here, going up to the university, there's been a big revamp of this neighborhood. Making our way back into uptown here. Still getting followed by the police squad on bikes, who didn't seem very happy when I joked to them there were more of them than protesters. Not a single remark back, just kind of mean stares back at me.
Yes, sir. We're tired of Donald Trump. No more Donald Trump. We don't want to see him no more. No more Tea Putney. We don't want to see him no more. The mayor gotta go. Councilman Tariq gotta go. All the people who's not promoting peace, love, unity, and respect, they gotta go, because that's what we're promoting out here. That's what we're here for. That's what we're out here doing. We don't want to see no more violence. We don't want to see each other killing each other. We don't want to see the police killing us. We're tired of it. We're tired of it. We're tired of it. We're tired of it. You gotta be the change you want to see in the world.
What's up, y'all?
You have to be the change you want to see in the world. You have
Heading back to the city. See, it's I got one temperature saying 78, one temperature saying 86. So I'm gonna go 78. 11:23 here in the Queen City. Hope you all are enjoying the sights I'm bringing you. We got a couple different birds in the air. Group of about 300 or 400 protesters making their way back into uptown Charlotte here. This is Ryan and NC reporting live from the streets of Noda in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina, at the Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter protest. The All Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter protest, marching back into uptown. Good protest tonight, no violence, pretty peaceful. Lots of walking. Trying to think of when we started. I got down into the city around 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. Been walking with these guys since. Bunch of you have been hanging with me since. Appreciate it. Been coming out here each night of the protest. The beginning of the week, last week, was pretty wild and crazy. You can check out my YouTube channel, my previous live streams out of here to see what all went down. I'm going to try to make a compilation video if I can figure out how to rip parts of my video off of YouTube. But I'll be making a compilation of all the photography work I've been doing. Post that video up on YouTube. I'll be posting pictures on Instagram, probably some on my Twitter. Check those out if you haven't. Go over and subscribe to my Instagram. I'll be putting up a bunch of pictures I've been going through and editing a few here and there. Getting ready to throw up a bunch. Shows a lot of the emotion captured in a single second. You know, I find photos can speak so much more than video. Captures a single moment in time, leaves your imagination to go where, what was happening before, what was happening after. But yeah, check out my photography on my Instagram channel, my Instagram page, whatever. I'm getting tired out here. It's hot, humid. Coming along. This is the 25th Street station. Yeah, 25th Street station of the light rail.
No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No racism, no peace. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No racism, no peace. No racism, no peace.
Well, it's definitely not a few hundred people marching here anymore. I'd give it 100, 150 tops. So a lot of people broke off up here in Noda and headed on home for the night. And these guys are rolling back into Uptown, voices heard loud. They're definitely being boisterous as we come into an area here of condominium towers. He wasn't too into watching the festivities outside his porch.
No
intake. There will be protests daily throughout the week until God only knows when. It's not a invite-only party. All are welcome. I gotta give it to the bike guys. They're pretty cool out here. I had one of the bike guys come and comment on one of my live streams from the other night. His name was Caleb, and he thanked me for representing the bike squad on the video, giving credit to what they were doing out here. So again, kudos to the bike squad, skateboard squad out here holding down the intersections for the protesters. Making our way back into the city here at 23rd and Brevard. Still got quite a few blocks to go until we're in Center City. Center City technically starts at, I believe, 12th. Going by the North Brevard light rail facility. Still a couple birds in the air flying around. Ryan Cole, what's happening, my man? Yes, sir. Along with the Dabu crew. I had a blast down here with Dabu 7 and I'm Mike Robertson the other night. Running the streets of Charlotte with those boys. Check them out on D-Live. Dabu 7, Underground World News. We'll be doing the RNC, wherever the hell it may be. And then, who knows, most likely that inauguration up there in D.C.
Say his name. George Floyd. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. 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 What did he say? I can't breathe. What did he say? I can't breathe. What did he say? I can't breathe.
Get tired of walking backwards.
George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. What did he say? I can't breathe. What did he say? I can't breathe. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor.
I give a big shout out to my man Mike Robertson.
Made it!
Got one hell of a blister on his foot walking around Charlotte the other night.
Medic!
These guys are calling for a medic up here. Yep, saying they're all set now. When medical attention is needed, medical aid comes quickly. Much love to all y'all. Appreciate everyone for coming in and watching, hanging out in the chat, saying hi, conversating with each other, keeping it civil. I appreciate it. Got my girl Polly in there modding, my good friend Mia. I think I saw Mr. Anderson in here earlier. Looks like the Channel 9 helicopter is landing over at their facility, a little bit west of me. So 11:30, yeah, I guess that was probably one of them up there for the 11 o'clock news tonight.
You guys roll out!
All right.
Protest coming across 21st Street here, making our way slowly back into uptown.
No justice. No sleep. No justice. No sleep. No justice. No sleep. No racist. Police. No racist. Police. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. No sleep. No justice. No sleep.
So I just walked by two dogs and a cockroach, not sure which one was bigger.
Our streets. 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 Hands up. Don't shoot. 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 What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. No justice. No sleep. No sleep. No sleep. Police. 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 No sleep. No sleep. Police. Police. No sleep. No sleep. No sleep. Police. Police. Justice. Now. Justice. Now. Then you don't get no sleep. Then you don't get no sleep. No sleep. No sleep. Police. Police. No sleep. No sleep. No sleep. No sleep. Police.
Sorry about that, folks. Had to get my external battery plugged in here. Make sure we don't run out of juice before we get back into Uptown. What's up, Mad Jeeper? Much love, my friend up there in the Great North. Got my kids are up in New Hampshire right now visiting family.
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. No justice.
Good, glad to hear. Good weather up there, right on. Hot as could be down here. It's humid. About 80 degrees right now and humid. Sweating my face off.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know where they're going.
heading down Brevard, making our way to uptown Charlotte. Not much longer, we'll be in Center City. What's happening, Mr. Anderson? Thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate all your support, my friend.
Hey, you see this little boy right there? The ribbon? Yeah, that's my couch right here.
Hello, guys. Keep marching, guys. We appreciate you guys. She's getting used to it. She's getting used to it. See, it's
My couch is holding that shit. Finding your ass over the line.
George Floyd! I can't breathe! I can't breathe! George Floyd! I can't breathe! I can't breathe! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! I can't breathe! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
No, you're good. This is the fifth time.
Don't shoot!
We'll never be divided. United.
We'll never be divided. The people. United. We'll never be divided.
I'm seeing a lot of talk about the McRib in this chat. What the hell is wrong with you people? The McRib, really? We got nothing better to talk about.
United, we'll never be divided. The people, united, we'll never be divided. The people, united, we'll never be divided. United, we'll never be divided.
Yeah, well, if Jordan joins the movement out here, I will be the first one to go up and get an interview for him. I'll be sure to run right up. Not.
No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. Yeah. No Trump. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. People, y'all hear us over there? USA. Y'all hear us over there on the left? Ain't that dark? We see you. We love you. 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 We see you. We love you.
Yes, I definitely need Polly's fried chicken. Polly's fried chicken is the best fried chicken I've ever had, hands down. Fried pork chops are out of this world as well. Pretty much everything she makes. Girl can cook, I'll tell you that much. Can start making some cooking videos.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no sleep. No racist, police. No racist, police. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No racist, police. No racist, police. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. If we don't get no justice, then you don't get no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep. No racist, police. No racist, police. No justice, no sleep. No justice, no sleep.
Kind of cool being a part of history down here.
No racist, police.
Brenda. Yeah, you get used to it after a while out here. I marched during the Keith Scott protests. The gentleman Sam, he was pretty consistent on mentioning the blood of Jesus throughout that week of protests. Couldn't get that out of my head for a couple months. He's been out here as well with this protest. He's been riding around on his rickshaw, walking around, carrying his signs, Jesus saves. I was coming into the city tonight looking for a parking spot. He drove by me in an intersection, gave me the thumbs up and said, Jesus loves you. Very friendly guy. Been in the city for years, one of the local legends.
No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. No KKK, no racist USA.
Let me hear it.
No Trump.
No Trump.
No KKK, no racist USA.
Let me hear it.
No Trump.
No Trump.
No KKK, no racist USA.
Let me hear it.
No Trump.
No Trump.
No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump.
No Trump.
No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA.
Him, they got Trump. Give him some love back. Give him some love back.
We see you. We love you. We see
North Boulevard at East 12th Street, working our way back into the city finally. I can hardly talk. Getting exhausted. Walking underneath the 277 bridge here. Probably stop for a pause under here and let their voices echo about. Coming across the entrance to 277 here, guarded by the fleet of bicycle boys here. Killing it out here tonight once again. The bicycle boys and girls and skateboard dudes. Out here holding down the intersection as the crowd comes through. No need for those guys over there.
No justice! No racist! Police! No racist! Give us a hole on the left! What's down there? No racist! Police! What's down there? No racist! Police! No racist! Police! No racist! Police!
I don't think anybody's got any intentions of trying to mess with 277. As heavily guarded as that area is. No sense in that. Just be a big old mess of tear gas and everybody running. So we're moving into the city here.
United will never be divided. The people united.
Hell yeah.
Hey, hey, hey.
Let me get my best friends first. You can get that. You can get that. Somebody got some breakfast. Jeremiah. Shamaya. Hey. Can I get 2 people to make sure she goes?
And you guys, Caleb? No? Caleb was one of the bike dudes out here the other night. He came in and commented on one of my videos. Wanted to see if I could find him and let him give a shout out. Caleb. What is his name? So we're getting close to 6th Street here. Working our way up past the UNC Center City building. Kind of a neat looking building here.
I thank y'all for coming out here. I thank y'all for being out here every day. We're coming back again on Wednesday. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
You wasn't. I caught up with you. Damn. Y'all be safe.
Be safe. Y'all are all beautiful. Y'all are all worthy.
Thank you.
Folks heading to their cars from the protest.
Oh, on the bikes.
Democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Over here on the right. Everybody follow in over here on the right.
If y'all
Unless you're going to
come
your
over
car,
here.
so we understand. If you are, make sure you have a partner. Walking off right now, make sure you have a partner. Nobody goes by themselves. Nobody by themselves. Everybody follow in. We'll go ahead and say our final goodbye. Nobody leaves alone.
What we doing?
I don't know where Mike is.
I got trash right here if you need to.
Not like right now, but like after.
Don't walk alone, be safe. 12 is still out here.
Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow,
Like, and not the normal people.
I am
feel like
taking
I
a break.
could legit like
So,
jump
I
off
won't
my
be
feet and
tomorrow.
my chest.
On Wednesday, I know I'm sorry. Wednesday, we are going to walk and meet our less fortunate kings and queens in the city of Charlotte. We came across 110 down here. There's a community, I'm not sure who knows it, who don't, but there's a community of tents here in Charlotte of our kings and queens. So we're going to feed. I am asking that everyone that's out here commit to at least 10 bags. Sandwiches, chips, juices, water, personal hygiene stuff.
Can everybody commit to that for us?
Yes.
Personal, anything personal hygiene. Can everybody commit to that? Yeah, I know y'all tired. I love y'all. Please get home safe. Please get home safe. Do not walk alone. Walk with a partner. Be vigilant, even though we're done. Lock up with a partner. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you are going back towards the government center, I am going there. Feel free to walk with me. Okay. Everybody else, nobody walk alone. Nobody walk alone. Nobody walk alone. So nobody walk alone.
Water, a little bit more water.
Hey, let me get a water.
I gotta give it up for the bike crew. A lot of people say, oh, the police been following us, keeping us safe. No, the bike crew has been keeping us safe. The crew keeps us safe. We keep us safe. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all for coming out. Come out on Wednesday. Come out and show the community some love, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all.
Daniel.
Somebody was telling me from experience, okay?
They'll make bags, they'll make the food, I'll pick it up.
Peel back cans. Peel back cans. Peel back cans. All right, stuff like that they can open it.
Halfway out the door, he just stopped.
We want to make them feel comfortable. We don't want people to just make it not really. All right? So make sure that you take them that one time. All right, again. Somebody walk alone. I'm going to the
I can send you out up here.
Who's trespassing? AE. We certainly aren't trespassing. We're on public property. We own this land. Well, that's that for that on the protest for Monday night here on June 8th in uptown Charlotte. Nice peaceful protest tonight once again. Started off a little hairy this afternoon with a confrontation between some protesters and Officer Koch walking with the group. It proceeded to be a peaceful evening moving forward. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. This is Ryan in North Carolina, marching with the protests in uptown Charlotte. Beautiful evening here. Still almost 80 degrees in the Queen City. Everybody's filing out of the park, heading back to their cars, parked in the city. Time to go home, get some rest. I'm going to do the same. I think I got some pizza waiting for me at home. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate everybody on Twitch, everybody out there on DLive, everybody in my chat here on Ryan and NC on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, so you'll be notified anytime I go live. I'm going to keep covering what I can of the protests here in Charlotte. More interesting upcoming events I think some of y'all might be interested in seeing, not having the opportunity to come to yourselves. Check out my Instagram page, Ryan and NC. You can see my photography work there. I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you so much. Ryan in North Carolina signing out. Much love.